Could a peace treaty sow the seeds for a future war? Welcome to Class Bites. Today, we explore how revanchism, the drive for revenge and territorial reclamation, can transform the aftermath of conflict into a blueprint for future devastation. How can a treaty intended to secure peace become the very blueprint for a future, more devastating war? The answer often lies in a powerful and dangerous political doctrine known as revanchism, a policy aimed squarely at revenge and the reversal of losses suffered in a previous military defeat, most critically the loss of territory. This term first entered the political lexicon in the 1870s, born from the nationalist fervor in France following the Franco-Prussian War, where patriots yearned to avenge their defeat and reclaim the lost provinces of Alsace-Lorraine. Revanchist politics frequently work by fusing the identity of a nation with a nation-state, powerfully mobilizing the sentiments of ethnic nationalism to lay claim to lands that lie outside the country's current borders but are inhabited by members of their ethnic group. Nowhere was this dynamic more tragically illustrated than in the aftermath of the First World War. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, was seen by the victorious powers as a just conclusion, but for the defeated Germany, it was a source of profound humiliation. The treaty imposed a series of punitive territorial, military, and economic provisions, stripping Germany of 65,000 square kilometers of territory and 7 million people. In total, the German nation forfeited a staggering 13% of its European land, an area of more than 27,000 square miles, and lost 1/10 of its population, a figure estimated between 6.5 and 7 million souls. In the West, the long-contested region of Alsace-Lorraine was returned to France. Belgium received the territories of Eupen and Malmedy, while the crucial industrial Saar region was placed under the administration of the League of Nations for a period of 15 years. To the north, Denmark received northern Schleswig. The losses in the east were equally severe, as the newly independent state of Poland was granted parts of West Prussia and Silesia. The province of Posen, which had already fallen under Polish control during the Greater Poland Uprising, was also formally ceded, and eastern Pomerania was transferred to Poland on historical and ethnic grounds to grant the new state vital access to the sea, creating what became known as the Polish Corridor. Beyond Europe, all of Germany's overseas colonies were taken away and repurposed as League of Nations mandates. This dismemberment ignited a deep and lasting anger within the Weimar Republic. The German people overwhelmingly viewed the treaty not as an instrument for long-term peace, but as a document designed to place the entire blame or war guilt upon Germany and Austria-Hungary, punishing them for their perceived responsibility. The newly formed democratic government in Germany saw the Versailles Treaty as a diktat, a dictated peace imposed without negotiation. This sense of outrage fueled a powerful surge in nationalist sentiments, creating fertile ground for extremist movements that promised revenge. Groups like the Nazi Party expertly exploited these grievances, using the public's resentment over the diktat to gain widespread support in the years that followed. A potent German revanchist movement emerged, with pan-Germanists calling for the reclamation of a German state based on pre-war borders or the territory's historical connection to Germanic peoples. Their demands were specific and resonant: the reincorporation of Alsace-Lorraine, the Polish Corridor, and the German-speaking Sudetenland. These very claims, championed and weaponized by Adolf Hitler, would ultimately lead directly to the Second World War, beginning with the invasion of Poland. Germany, however, was not the only defeated nation simmering with revanchist ambitions. The Treaty of Trianon, signed in June of 1920, imposed similarly crushing terms on Hungary. The treaty stipulated that Hungary be shorn of at least 2/3 of its former territory and 2/3 of its inhabitants. The newly created state of Czechoslovakia was given Slovakia, Subcarpathian Ruthenia, and the region of Pressburg, now known as Bratislava. Austria received Western Hungary, which constituted most of Burgenland. The Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, later Yugoslavia, took Croatia, Slavonia, and a portion of the Banat region, while Romania received most of the Banat and the entirety of Transylvania. In all, the Kingdom of Hungary lost 72% of its land and saw 3.3 million people of Hungarian ethnic group become minorities in foreign countries. This national trauma gave rise to the enduring idea of a Greater Hungary, a concept associated with revisionist aims to, at a minimum, regain control over the Hungarian-populated areas in its neighboring countries. Bulgaria, too, was forced to confront a future defined by loss. The Treaty of Neuilly-sur-Seine, signed on the 27th of November 1919, required Bulgaria to cede various territories. Its clauses were widely considered a national catastrophe by Bulgarian society, marking the definitive failure of its political program for national unification. The country was forced to cede lands to both Yugoslavia and Greece, a move that crucially deprived it of its outlet to the Aegean Sea and involved the forced transfer of some 300,000 people. The loss of territory and prestige created a powerful nationalist backlash and a deep-seated resentment, which in turn led Bulgaria to strengthen its bonds with Germany throughout the interwar period. Both nations, bound by a shared sense of injustice, sought ways to revise the punishing terms of the Paris peace treaties, setting the stage for new alliances and the conflicts yet to come. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts or what you want to see next in the comments.